Oh.
Salem,
yeah.
Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
But she was really not at all well.
No.
Very hard to travel by bus.
Especially with a bad back.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Where did we live at that time? Do you remember?
We lived in Salem, out in the country a little ways.
Well, that was out at Sandy Am then.
Where?
Out at Sandy Am.
Was that right?
If it wasn't in Salem, it was out in a ways.
I see. We had it's sort of like the country there.
Yeah,
Remember
well, it
that?
was in the country.
I see. Okay.
Did you have a home there?
Well, we had a house that we rented, and yeah, I remember that.
So she never got down there then to...
No, that sort of stopped it, didn't it? But then later, Dad got married, and then it was okay for her to have the children.
Oh.
It was okay with him. But, so that was my experience with a bad arm. And now, what other questions can... Did you have something else to say?
Not particularly. I was trying to think of some of the time of the family life that I wasn't with you. And
Okay.
Oh, were you with Mother when she came to get us there in California?
At the end, yes. Uh-huh.
What do you mean at the end?
I think she made...
the last time she was there. We lived at, well, you would know, but it was Central School.
And then you went with us to Salem? Did we go to Salem, Oregon?
Well, I'm not sure you were able to get us that time.
Oh,
No,
it was, I think we went up to Seattle, didn't we?
Well, not from that time. When she came that time, they wouldn't let her
Have the
get
children.
us. So I don't know. Anyway,
I can't remember. Well.
Okay, well, let's see.
Can you think of some things that happened when you were away from us? I mean, Dad used to talk about how he'd tell you to go get on a clean shirt, and you just get a shirt and put it over your old dirty one.
You mean
he did not want to change his shirt. Doyle. He always just put another shirt and go get a shirt on. He put it on over the ones he had there before.
Living in California? Or
Yes,
where?
no, that was in California.
How could you wear them? It's so hot there, unless it's wintertime.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were in Blythe, California?
A little bit.
Yeah, you were quite young then. I was about 11 or 12, so you're about 6.5 years younger than I am. So you would have been around.
Yeah, right.
5 or 6.
Of course, I was born there, so we had to leave there for a while. We weren't there all that time, were we?
Well, I don't think so. But then we were there at the time when we went to Oklahoma to live with Grandma Gudgel and some of the other relatives.
Well, you weren't with us at that time, though. Weren't you?
Yes,
Were you with Mother? Or you with us?
No, this is before we were with Mother. We all 6 were there.
Oh.
And
that was before Mom and Dad split up then.
Well, Mother had left, and your dad was taking care of us, and I think we were running kind of wild. Loyal. Let's see, Floyd, so hot down there. And Floyd would, and you too, I guess, sleep on top of the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of like a shed roof. And he fell off once and broke his arm.
Oh, that's right.
Was he asleep?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You fell asleep.
And then one time, Loyal used to walk in his sleep a lot.
That's right.
And being down there, they didn't always wear clothes at night.
Yeah.
And one time he was walking along, and he found himself, walking in his sleep along the road, and he had no clothes on.
And he woke up there.
He woke up there. So I don't know. I guess he just kind of hid
We'll
it
have
the
to
best
ask him
he
about
could.
that.
Yeah, he hid the best he could to get back to home.
See if he remembers that. Remember, Laura, when you were naked sleepwalking?
Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
And then that's the time when I almost drowned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you remember going swimming in the irrigation? What they didn't call them ditches,
Canals.
they were. Yeah.
Weren't they canals?
Yes,
Where we
and
went to see Dad
and at
and
the
Eddie
head
that
gate where they
time,
would back up the
that
water
was
and make
sugar
it like a
pine. It
dam.
was a little-
The
town
Growing
up.
up in the mountains.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when she was in the
Awani.
sanitarium.
No, not Awani. No, it was another town where we lived.
Oh,
Where we met, where Dad lived. We went down the first time. Well, anyway.
is that where the house burned?
No, it was down in the valley.
Oh, I see.
We came home and it was a burn. I don't know what's wrong. Why I had to. I guess must have been a awful wiring or something.
Huh. Did we have electric lights?
Well,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. How could it have started if it wasn't electricity
Well,
when you
there's-
weren't even there?
Oh.
One time, A told me that her brand new washing machine, she was so proud
Oh,
of,
that was the
was
one at Central, out on
that
the
it burned.
Highway
Oh, I see.
152.
Huh. Well, I remember we did have a fire. I don't know just where it was, but it was out there. And we had all gone someplace. And when we came back, the house had burnt down.
Yeah, that was the
And
place.
then they took us up someplace quite a ways away, and they gave us shelter and food and took care of us. And I don't know just what happened, but I remember that. But we weren't there when it happened. So,
Well-
do you remember walking to school? Maybe you were too small to go to school when we lived down there when
Where?
the house burned.
Oh.
We had to walk to school, and I think it was pretty close to 3 miles. That's what I thought.
In the snow?
Oh,
Barefooted.
barefoot. Oh, sure. And we had to go through a sugar cane. Well, we didn't have to go through it. The road went by a sugar cane field, and we would go out and we'd break off some. And we would break off some stalk of sugar cane and chew it, and as we went to school. Sometimes we were late as a result of that. Oh, land, that was, yeah. Then we walked to school, and then we walked home. We were,
No buses, though, huh?
oh, no.
Had they invented the automobile by then?
Oh, yeah, we had a car.
Were you old enough to remember when your mother was treating Doyle and Rusty and Flora with pneumonia? Rusty was only about 6 weeks old.
Oh, I remember that. That's when we lived in Sugar Pine.
Oh, well, yeah.
And we were in the mountains.
That was about 7 miles out of Yosemite.
Is that right?
Real
Yeah,
close.
I see.
The big trees of one air. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do remember him being very sick, and when
She spent all night going from
Let
one
her
baby
tell.
to
yeah,
another.
that's all I remember. I just remember about him being so sick. But
You mean Rusty?
yeah,
Oh.
and then you were sick too. Was he sick
Well,
also at the same
I
time?
was? Yeah.
3 babies.
I don't remember.
Oh boy.
She put hot packs on it. That's all she knew to do.
Yeah.
And the doctor came the next morning and didn't expect the babies to be alive. 3 of them.
My yeah, that's been Flora and
Yeah.
Doyle. Yeah, she had some training some way with some woman, telling her about hot packs and cold packs, and that was, and she really believed in it.
She did that.
And,
She
and
saved them.
yeah, right. So now let's see. I was going to tell you something. Do you remember when we lived up there? Well, you must have been quite small. Maybe you would remember though if you were 4 years old.
Where?
This in Sugar Pine, and we had a goat.
No, I don't.
We had to had to have this goat for the milk. The goat's milk
yeah.
is what Floyd needed. You know, as a baby, the doctor said that he should have that, so they got a goat, and we like to tease that goat.
Oh, did you? Oh, boy.
And one day he chased me, and I didn't bother him anymore for a while. But
I
yeah.
remember one of our uncles used to come by, and if he'd give us $1 bill, we thought that was the greatest thing,
Oh,
you know.
my, that was a lot of money
Oh,
in
yeah,
those
sure.
days.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
You know,
man.
did you want to know anything, Kay, to pep up this lagging conversation? Well, let's see. Let's go back to maybe when we left. What kind of a car did we have when we left California to go up to Salem?
To Salem, Oregon?
When we lived in town for a while.
In Salem.
Yes. Yeah, before we moved out the